Let's see who gets it first, the ducks or the chickens. The ducks might have a problem eating this. Good morning, one and all. Welcome back to Red's Homestead. I'm currently locked out of the chicken coop.
There you go.
So today's project, we're building new roosts for our chickens. It's going to help with future bumblefoot, hopefully. This is where they currently roost. Or at least the original sapphires. The new ones like to roost on this thing. Well, that's perfectly fine. It's a nice branch, rounded. It's good for their feet. A 2x4, on the other hand, not good for their feet. So what we're going to do is I'm going to build the cage, the rabbit and the other rabbit cage we have, fill in this gap so they can't get on top, get this chicken wire up here wrapped all the way around it so they have to avoid this entirely. So where are we going to put them? Yeah, in the winter, it would be really nice for them inside of there because it'll be a lot warmer. But they're kind of creatures of habits. They're going to go where they're going to want to go. The other things that we're doing is we got some roosts right here as well. They're adding to the sidewall. And then you're putting something here.
Yeah, I think I want to do something like this because I don't really think I can attach anything to this wall.
If you did, you'd have to attach it to like this stud,
Right.
like right here. And there's probably a stud in the middle as well. It should be well, no, judging by this, they've got it every 4 feet or 3 feet. So probably gonna have to attach it to this.
Something like right here.
Mm-hmm.
For all 10 of them.
Yeah, we can do it. Attach it to this post, and attach something to that post.
Little section. So surely, okay. Now I know what to do.
And then probably you have a stud right here next to that outlet.
Yeah.
Got to probably have a stud behind that.
Still, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it though.
It's a work in progress, but
Yeah, I do.
maybe done by the day. We'll see. So what I have to do, I have to get that rabbit cage built while she's working on the roost.
Form the little basket. Boom. I'll just trim the zip ties. I don't know why. I knew what I wanted to do. It just got pushed down on the list. See how much better that is? Oh, I should probably close her cage. The next step is to get a shock back and clean up this coop a little bit on the walls. All right, Mr. Mars. Your turn. Your turn.
I just did all that work for nothing because I was attaching the top piece to the bottom piece. Now I got to grind it off and start all over. Well, other than that first hiccup, everything else went smoothly. Just goes to show, I've put, 6 of these together now, and I still can screw up. So now we're gonna go ahead and get it inside the racking house on top of their old roost, and we gotta get it covered up with wire. It doesn't, actually we can't slide it down because this is all the way over. So when I did this cage initially, I did it for all 30 by 30 cages. Well, halfway through this process, we wanted the breeder rabbits, or the does, to have a larger cage for their nesting box. So we got one large 30 by 36 instead of 30 by 30 cage. When they sent me this one, they didn't send me the top piece, so I had to make it out of welding wire, and I got it all put together that way. Well, this company went ahead and sent me an entirely new cage of the 30 by 36, and that's what we're building. Or that's what I built right here and we're installing. It's a little bit of an overhang, but as long as we can secure this to the bottom, it's gonna be okay. And it'll be pretty simple. Just gonna put zip ties here along the bottom just to secure it to this wood, and then no rabbit's gonna be heavy enough to really push their way down through that. And then on top, you can see up here, we have chicken wire. We're just gonna finish hanging chicken wire right here just to completely discourage any of the ladies from jumping up there.
Hot. Oh, there's 3 boxes, honey.
And while Shannon's going to get some more wire, let's take a look at what she did. We had this original roost right here. Initially, when I originally built it, it was for a hay rack. Well, once we got the other chicks, they made this a roost, and we went and put the hay outside the racking house. And then we just added, or she added, a whole nother roost here in the middle, and a whole nother roost right here. And also she added all these boards in here. Now, I'm kind of afraid she's doing chicken math because there's enough roosts in here now for about 100 chickens.
Yeah, we're gonna need some chickens. You got any chickens out there?
We don't need 100 chickens yet. Zip ties are in place. No chickens allowed up here. We're gonna have to see how they do tonight though. So after removing the roosts, they're slowly finding their ways onto the new roosts that we made. There's quite a bit of fighting on who gets to go where. But eventually they'll kind of figure it out on how they're gonna sleep at night now. You're on like the top pole. What are they doing up there, quackers?
And the next day...
Well, we have a different day today. Here I am, chilling in a kayak, doing some fishing. Not a very big one, but hey, it's a fish. And I'm gonna do something I haven't done in an eternity, probably a good 20 years, it's sad to say. I'm gonna try to fillet a fish. Okay, 2 small fillets from each fish, from each side. Now this is going to the chickens. But first, let me get this washed out. So for the fish, really they could eat just about anything. I'm just looking to cut it up into a little bit smaller sizes to be fair. Let's see who gets it first, the ducks or the chickens. The ducks might have a problem eating this. So every single bit on this fish can be eaten by a chicken. The only thing you have to worry about is the bigger bones. That's why I took the hatchet and I was just smashing it into kind of a chum so that even if they swallowed it, they're not gonna choke on it.
They're just staring at it over there.
And they're just staring at the chicken head or fish head because they have no idea what to do with it. They're wondering what this contraption is. The sapphires seem to know the meat pretty well. They're going at it. We'll see, maybe they'll figure it out. If not, I'm gonna have to check on that because that can bring a fox in here pretty quick if there's a fish head left in the run. So we'll see. They have a few hours to figure out whether they're gonna eat it or not. So this is how I'm gonna prepare this said meal. I've got some rice cooking on the stove on the inside, but on here, we're gonna cook out on the grill. So we'll take our tiny little fillets. I know, they're kind of embarrassingly tiny, but they'll taste good. A little season on one side, a little bit of season on the other. Got fresh from the garden onions, peppers, and tomatoes, and butter. Make ourselves a little bowl. One more to color. We're preheated to about 450 right now. I'm gonna go ahead and crank them on directly on the grill. Close her up. I'm gonna check on it in about 12 minutes. That sounds like a pretty good number to me. It's been approximately 12 minutes. I think we're done. So it's just flaking away. So I know we are done. So all that hard work, actually not really hard work, just preparation. Look at that. So over some yellow rice with some mashed potatoes and bass that I caught earlier today. I love it. So the ducks took the fish head and put it in the pool, and Shannon is taking the pool with a fish head in it because she won't touch it, and trying to give it to our feral cat out there. She has a strange relationship with this cat. She's gotten on her hands and knees and has meowed and tried to build a relationship.
Better with my hands that night. I haven't worked on it since.
We will build a relationship with this cat, one way or another.